How's it going, my car dudes? Liam here from the Car Dudes channel, and today I am proud to present to you all a review of this 2012 Mazda RX-8. This particular RX-8 is quite a special edition, being that it is a Spirit R. The Spirit R was a final curtain call of the RX-8, I guess you could call it, as this was the last year that Mazda made this car, so this was a final edition. There are only two of these cars in all of Sri Lanka, and this is the second one, and they're both owned by the same person. So I guess he really loves his RX-8s. Anyways, as always, I'm going to give you guys a full in-depth review of this RX-8. I will show you guys the interior and the exterior of the car. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Starting off with the trunk. It is rather small. It's definitely not going to be able to fit anything more than maybe 2 small suitcases and 2 soft bags. That's the best you're going to get, in my opinion. A little bit of underfloor storage. But as far as sports cars go, this one's not too bad. As you can see, it has a massive sub in the back. So coming to the back seat, now the RX-8 is famous for having suicide doors. So to open them, you have to open the front doors first, and then you have a little lever over here. They open like so. So you could call it a 2-seater. I personally would call it a 2+2 because the knee room is not the best. I'm like 6'2.5", 6'3". It's not the best. As you can see, my knees are right up against the seat. You have a center armrest over here, bit of storage, and like this whole center console thing. You can adjust the seat, as you can see, but it's not too bad. Headroom isn't too bad, you know, because it doesn't have such a sloping roofline, and shoulder room, it's okay. You do feel a bit claustrophobic because once the door is shut, when you look right here, there's this giant D-pillar rather than a window. Here's the key fob for the RX-8. As you can see, my friend has wrapped it in this little cover to keep it mint, I suppose. But it is a key card like design, which I don't really see the point of, but Mazda did it. Unlock, lock, and trunk, fairly simple. It does have smart key access. Right now the car is unlocked. To lock it, press the black button on either the driver or passenger door handle. 1 beep indicates locking, and to unlock it, just press the button again. 2 beeps indicates unlock. Has a fully black metallic exterior with black perforated leather interior with red contrast stitching. It does have keyless start, so just make sure the key fob, key card, whatever you want to call it, is in the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake and twist this built-in key to start. It does have a custom exhaust on it with a remote, as you can see. Right now the valves are closed. I'll rev it up a bit later on, but we'll save that for later. Has a 3-spoke, hydraulically assisted, leather-wrapped steering wheel. Nice and tight. Tiptronic shifting. You do have a backup camera. Rather useless in my opinion, but it's a thought that counts. And it's rather cool looking parking brake design. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the automatic headlamps, the high beams, as well as the fog lights. The hazards. Automatic driver's side window. We'll pop the hood. And we'll go ahead and check out the exterior of the car. This RX-8 has a 1.3-liter Wankel rotary engine producing 232 brake horsepower and 159 foot-pounds of torque, has a 0 to 100 time of 5.7 seconds and a top speed of 226 kilometers per hour. My gosh, the amount of rotary memes I have sent to the owner of this car is unbelievable. Honestly, I don't know what is more unreliable or said to be more unreliable, a Range Rover or a Mazda RX-8. Anyways, the Mazda RX-8 is a very unique car in my mind. It's the best of both worlds. On one hand, it's a fairly practical 4-seater, big enough for 4 people on a quick weekend getaway as long as they pack light. And on the other hand, it's a very well-mannered sports car. The ride isn't too hard, at the same time it's not too soft. The steering is very precise, the car basically talks to you when you drive it. And the driving position is just right. It's not too low, it's not too high. If only this car had a bit more power, it would knock the socks off sports cars that cost twice as much. The Spirit R was produced from 2011 to 2012 to mark the end of the RX-8's production. Only 1,000 were ever made and were sold exclusively in Japan. As I mentioned earlier, 2 are here in Sri Lanka, this one and another black one, both owned by the same person. Some of the things that are exclusive to the Spirit R are bi-xenon headlamps, 4-piston front and rear brake calipers, and a 300-watt Bose premium audio sound system with audio pilot and noise cancellation technology. If you want to buy an RX-8 here in Sri Lanka, expect to pay somewhere in the mid to late 3 million rupee range for a Series 1, which is from 2004 to 2007, and 4 million rupees and up for a Series 2, which ran from 2008 to 2012. The styling of the RX-8 is something that I personally am a huge fan of. It's so simple, so conservative, and yet if you see one, you know instantly, oh, that's a Mazda RX-8. The infamous side profile is a great example that shows just how unusual the car is. You'd expect to see a door handle behind the driver's door, not a narrow suicide door, almost like an optical illusion. Is it a sedan? Is it a coupe? It's a sedupe. Actually, sedupe sounds like an ancient dance. I think it's safe to say it's a 4-door coupe. Coming to the interior, power windows, locks and mirrors. It's a 10-way power driver's seat with 3-person memory seating. Our fuel cap release and our hood release. Got a little storage cubby. Some coin storage, your panel dim, your fog lights, and DSC off. So coming to the interior of the RX-8, we have our AC controls right here. It's fairly simple, single zone, automatic climate control, push for auto, which the owner of this car always has on max because he's weak and can't deal with a bit of heat. One-touch AC, front and rear defrost, recirculation, pretty simple. Fan speed, and push to off. Coming to the stereo, this has Mazda's 9-speaker Bose audio sound system, and being a Bose system, it definitely sounds pretty good. Take a listen for yourself.
It's only a matter of time till I make you
Definitely sounds good. So coming to the head unit, I know this looks aftermarket, but believe it or not, this is actually this is installed by Mazda, so it's fully stock. It's all in Japanese, so I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go too much in depth with this, but it's a fairly okay system to use. It's a bit confusing, but that's just because you don't understand what any of the stuff means. It's responsive enough, I guess, so you know, you can see it's pretty good. That's a map. Here's proof that it's a Mazda system, because if you look on the map, look, that's an RX-8. So you can see the little triangle on the hood also. Coming down here, we have a bit of storage, as well as a cigarette lighter, which can also double as a power outlet. It closes, but you can see the keys in there. Over here we have heated seats. And opening this up, we have 2 cup holders, and you can actually open this up to the side if you want to. So you can see in there we have a power outlet. As far as materials on the dashboard go, it's a Mazda, it's a Japanese car, so they're not going to be super high-end, but they're quite good. I mean, yes, this is hard touch plastic, but this has a sort of soft graining to it, so it's not too bad. This is also soft touch, soft touch, soft touch. It's hard touch plastic down here, but it's you know, you're not going to expect this car to have you know top of the line amenities and interior quality. That's not what this car is. But as far as a sports car goes, it's actually not too bad, because the seats are super comfy to start with. They bolster you in really nicely. Some people might find back pain, but personally, from riding around this car at flying speeds, it's pretty good. They're not too uncomfortable. I guess on long journeys, I guess that's when you will really start to feel like the pain, or that's when it would really start to get uncomfortable. Even down here, it's all hard touch plastic, but this sort of piano black wood trim sort of livens things up. It's really not a bad interior. It's quite well thought out. It's quite nice. The Series 2 in 2008, they facelifted it slightly, so it's really not too bad. Here we have a manual dimming rear view mirror, sunglass container, and our dome lights. Coming to the gauge cluster, this is the RX-8's typical gauge cluster. Giant big tack right in the center. Our temperature gauge off to the side, off to the left, and our fuel gauge off to the right, and a digital speedo. This particular RX-8 has 12,161 kilometers on it. There are steering wheel controls right here, so there are your volume up, volume down buttons, mute, mode, seek up, seek down, and this is blank because the JDM RX-8s, I believe the Spirit Rs, did not come with cruise control, so that's why this is blank. We also have some paddle shifters, so the ones on the back are for upshifting and the ones on the front are for downshifting. That's so that you can do it one-handed, which is kind of smart. It doesn't really appeal to me, but I guess to each its own. Alrighty. That's about it for this one. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching my review on this 2012 Mazda RX-8 Spirit R. I wanted to get this review done really quickly because I believe this will be the first ever English Mazda RX-8 Spirit R review on YouTube. I've searched quite a few pages on YouTube and I cannot find an English video review of this car, so I wanted this to be the first one. Let me know what you guys think of the review and leave some suggestions of cars I should review in the comment section below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. And also, shout out to my friend Nisaja for letting me film this. Drive safely till then.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I just want to give a huge shout out and special thanks to my good friend Calvin for helping me shoot this video. He's the one who got all the really good shots. All the crap ones are taken by me, but the really good ones like this one and the few others coming up in this clip are all taken by him. So huge thanks to him. His Instagram will be linked below. Also, huge thanks to Nissi for letting me film the car. I really appreciate it. His Instagram will also be linked below. Drive safely till then.
Well, we might upset some people.
Test?
Oh, what?
Test?
Yes. Yeah.
Calvin, drive.
Calvin.
No, wait. Wait.
Okay, at idle, you want to measure at idle?
Yeah, hold on, don't rev it.
Don't rev it.
The same distance you did the Subi.
You know what the Subi was at idle?
113.
113.
Alright, now
Alright, deck it. Deck it. Alright. Wow, so this at full send is just barely louder than the Subi at idle. This is 116. That's insane.